Hello, everybody. This is Lisa with Living Life with Lisa, and this is just going to be a real quick update. I just walked out of the neurologist's office, and I did my annual memory test. And if you remember, last year I was so upset because the year before I got a 17, and last year I got an 18, and because of the apple juice, I thought it would go a lot higher than 18, and everybody was like, oh, but it went up, good news and everything. And, my therapist said, 18, why'd you miss? It was, both of us the two of us were disappointed at 18, and I know everybody else was just happy that it hadn't gone down and it had stayed basically the same. But my score today was 21. I went up 3 points, and the doctor said that is fantastic. It doesn't change the diagnosis. It unfortunately doesn't do any of that because my brain is actually dying. But he said, what are you doing? And I said, one, I'm taking the CBD oil. And I said I went from 150 to 350. And then also I just play these little matching games on my phone. And he said that helps with the organization. He said it doesn't really help with the language, but he said just keep doing what you're doing because the scores are going up. So his reasoning is I'm still having trouble with the language, but it didn't matter because the part of the brain that's still working, something going on up there, and what's left is firing up and compensating a little bit. But anyway, I'm just so excited. I'm just so excited. I have to email my therapist, tell her what the score was. It's I didn't think it'd go up, and I just feel like I just got a buffer from losing my license. I just got a buffer from going to a nursing home. I just feel like I've just been handed a little bit more time. I hope so, because the bad days are a lot worse than they were, but good days are still very good. So today's a good day. I didn't think it was going to be. I had to come to the neurologist by myself because other people forgot they were coming or something. I don't know. I haven't heard what yet, but and so I was afraid because when I realized I was going to have to drive myself, I had to choose between taking a shower or putting on this hat and coming, and to conserve energy. And so I went with the hat because I knew that I needed my energy to drive and to take this test, and I wanted to do well on this test. And it's just I couldn't be happier, thank you, God, because I don't know how to explain it, because overall the diagnosis has not been changed. Overall, my future, as far as you don't what I want to say, you don't lose it. You don't no. You still have it, but like Jason told me, he had somebody that was diagnosed 20 years ago, and is on the same medicine that I'm on, minus the apple juice, and they never progressed any further. And so maybe, if we're all going to think positive on this, maybe, this isn't going to progress any further, and the things that I'm doing is just making the smaller part that's left work better. I don't know. Because when you call the refrigerator, the garage the refrigerator, and things like that, and hear what you're trying to say, and then a different word comes out here, that's the dimension. That's also the language part he was talking about. But, so, let me put it this way. If I at some point lose, I just got a text from a friend that I messaged about my score. Oh, they take me for a margarita. Maybe that's a secret. No, I'm kidding. But it's small victories. You have to celebrate the small victories. It's 3 points, but it's 3 points. 3 points, and they're just looking for one. They think, as long as you stay within 1 point range, upper or higher or lower, you're staying steady. And they're so happy with how this is going. And he said to keep doing what I'm doing, because whatever I'm doing is helping. And then we talked about the apple juice for a while, because he's really for it. He just doesn't know how to dose it for dementia patients. They can do it for with people with seizures and things like that, because they can measure how many seizures they have, but they can't They can't measure dementia patients, and so no, you can't measure us. But look, 21. I was in the 20s when I left speech, and I don't know how to explain to you how exciting this is, because because somebody that doesn't know anything about dementia or chronic illness or any of that kind of thing, or the glass is half empty kind of person, we'll look at that and say, well, you still got dementia, you still have kidney disease, you still have blah, blah, blah. But it's not beating me. I'm winning. And I have been a fighter. I have been, and then I don't mean fighter, but I've always had to be strong, be a strong woman. I was raised by a strong woman, and I've always, you get to where you're going by setting your goals and going for them. And even if you don't get all the way to the end of the goal, you're further than you were when you started. And that's the way I approach everything. And my goal is to get these kids raised. My goal is to have grandchildren and have them all spend the night as cousins at my house, because I have such great memories of being at my granny's house with my cousins. And I want to do that for my kids. And the 21 gives me hope that I'm I it's highly possible at this point that I won't get any worse before that time comes. I may be at this stage forever. I don't know. But the point is that I don't know. I feel like I'm preaching to the choir, but the point is that take every victory, because this is fantastic. It's fantastic, and it's just a number. I'm just trying to think of all the things that people will say to me when I celebrate that number. But yes, it's just a number. But it's a number that tells them that I'm not headed for the nursing home anytime soon. It's the number that tells them that what we're doing is working to keep this at bay, keeping it steady. It's a number that represents not giving up, keep trying. I don't know what score, they do it once a year. I don't know what score will be next year, but I don't care right now. Right now, I'm excited about the 21. And so, we're going to celebrate 21. And so, with that, live life to the fullest, live life with no regrets, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.